How's it going, everybody? So, yeah, we're coming at you from a completely different place, hell, from a different country. We are in Spain, Barcelona, Spain, to be exact, and we are at Ingenio BCN Games, and I'm accompanied here by Oliver, right?
Hi, what's up?
So, Oliver is one of the guys who will be playing Legacy here tonight, and this is part of our efforts to expand into Spanish-speaking countries. Como ustedes saben, los que siguen el canal, estamos tratando de producir más contenido en español. Y como estamos en Miami, estamos en un lugar muy, o sea, ideal, perfecto
Claro.
porque todos somos bilingües.
Sí,
O
unión
sea,
de
podemos
culturas.
sí, exacto, una mezcla muy bonita. Podemos hacer transmisión, así igual que en español que en inglés. Lo hemos hecho antes y porque yo he visto que no hay mucho contenido para Legacy o Vintage en español.
Ujú.
¿Cuál es tu experiencia siendo de un país donde pues, habla español? Buscando contenido o información sobre el formato de Legacy o Vintage en
It's,
español.
it's a bit difficult. The most played format here in Spain is obviously modern.
Is which one
And
modern?
modern.
Modern is the most popular format in Spain. There you have it. Uh-huh. ¿Qué más?
And legacy. Well, here in Barcelona, we have a nice community, um, relatively big community, but to be honest, lately the community is maybe is
Getting
diminishing.
smaller, perhaps? I see. Dwindling a little bit, diminishing, I see.
That's it. A lot of people is turning his back on legacy and coming to modern.
Really? So, it's interesting because in the US, we often have the opposite. We often have it
Really?
where people are in modern and then they build up to legacy because they see it as like a stepping stone because this is what I've noticed is that people will play modern and they'll say, it's a healthy format, but then they'll say, I want to try something different. I want to challenge myself a little bit more to do something maybe with more cards, even more expensive cards, and more importantly, just something different, more challenging. And so then, in that case, legacy seems to be the next step. But you don't see that in Spain, do you?
Uh, a few years ago, we could see that, but nowadays, legacy is really becoming a too much expensive format for a lot of people.
So you think a lot of it has to do with the price?
Yes, it's basically for the price. The dual lands are becoming too much expensive. A lot of people can't afford to pay that amount of money for only a dual land. It's really annoying for a lot of people.
How much would let's say because most of the legacy decks, I mean, a lot of people like blue. Blue is a very popular color for obvious reasons.
True.
So the question becomes, how much would I don't know, let's say an underground sea cost you in Europe? Underground sea.
Here in Spain, an underground sea.
Revised. Let's just say because revised is like the cheapest you can get.
Yes, maybe for 200 euros, maybe 200 euros.
That's actually not bad. Shit.
I'm only saying that
From the top of your head, yeah, you're not sure if
I'm not sure.
if we were to go online right now and look at prices, you're not 100% certain, but you would estimate that 200 euros puts it out of people's budgets, is what you're saying.
Yes.
At that point, people say, you guys can say here, hostia, I can't, I didn't think about eso. Okay.
I just told you, I just said that 200 euros, but nowadays this is probably not its price.
No, they're probably much
It's,
more.
You're right. They're probably 300 euros.
That makes more sense. Now, if we in the States want to buy a card, we'll go to tcgplayer.com. I think most people will agree that that's the marketplace where you can get your best value, right? It's not too expensive. Star City Games is very expensive, So tcgplayer.com is where we usually go. In your experience, what's your online card market? That's the kind of leading question.
Where the online card market.
Yeah.
We use here MKM.
MKM?
MKM.
And what does that stand for?
Sorry?
¿Qué representa MKM?
Magic Card Market represents Europe prices.
Okay.
The Europe market is represented by Magic Card Market.
I see. And then, okay. because one thing I was wondering about is that you in Europe theoretically would have easier access to the foreign white border dual lands and the foreign black border dual lands. Do you find what do people play with? Do people play with American lands, or do they have like the Italian, German, and French dual lands?
Well, I can only speak by myself because I usually play Legacy with relatively budget decks like Goblins, Burn.
Hey Jake, he plays goblins. If you're watching,
this is my the Goblins. I'm in love with Goblins. It's my favorite deck.
I'm telling him so you can join the chat. Yes, but keep going. Yeah.
And well, the Hantaxes and Dead Gael.
Dead Gael. Oh, I love that deck. So a lot of people in our group right now are experimenting with Dead Gael and different variants of it. But of course, Death and Taxes is we love that deck. It's a very fair deck. So I'll tell you that in the Legacy scene in Miami, South Florida, there's a lot of unfair decks. I know like 4 people that play Sneak and Show. It's or different versions of Omnitel. So
you can see that here too.
That's what I was gonna ask. So do people here tend to play more unfair decks, more fair decks? Is it a mix? I mean, what do you like when you go to a tournament? Do you say I'm really worried about X? And if so, what would X be? What do you think?
I would say that you can really see a lot of decks. The metagame here in Barcelona, I think it's a good mix of fair and unfair decks.
Okay.
And always the fair decks Legacy can have responses to the unfair decks.
Exactly, which is why people like you tend to play those, right? And they're also not always as expensive, which is nice.
A lot of people like to play here control decks. Miracles is a very popular deck.
Oh, God. Yeah. Brandon, that's for you.
And well, I must say that lately I've been playing more modern than Legacy.
Yeah, it makes sense based on the shift that you're telling me that people are moving there. This is now for the guys at our group who play Modern. What is the meta like here for Modern?
Sorry, can you repeat?
The meta, like
the meta Modern.
Yeah.
Well, the meta here is also as is very healthy.
Good.
You can find a lot of decks. I played Modern in another shop this Tuesday.
Yeah.
I was playing, for example, Spirits, and there were
with black white spirits or
no. I used to play a series of Spirits, blue white Spirits.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But I've been playing this deck for all the summer. Well, with really good results. But I was at the point that I want to try something a bit different, but I couldn't afford the green splash to get the
like the companies or what?
To get the problem here is in the banned version of Spirits. The problem is not on company. It's on Noble Erect.
Oh God, Noble Hierarchy.
And Horizon Canopy. They are really expensive here.
Did they go back up? Because for a while, Horizon Canopies went down in price with the reprint. But
and now they are again getting a steady
higher and higher. Huh?
Higher and higher.
So how much would a Horizon Canopy cost you? The cheapest version. Like let's say I wanted to have a deck with it, and I want to get the cheapest version in Europe. How much?
€60.
And the euro is approximately 1.1 to the dollar right now. So that's more expensive than $60. But my God, I mean, because that's not cheap for Horizon Canopy.
No.
Thanks to the viewers who are joining us, by the way. As you can see, we're picking up a couple of viewers right now.
Hello, welcome.
Exactly. So the art here, that's really nice. Do you know the history of that art, or who drew that, or what happened? ¿No sabe quién lo dibujó? ¿Cómo fue eso?
Pues no lo sé. I don't know. You can ask it to Fernando.
Yeah, we want to ask you about who made the art.
Solo una pregunta, ¿quién dibujó el mural?
We're trying to ask over here.
¿Quién es el artista?
¿Qué fue? So we're not exactly sure who was the one that painted the mural, but that's a beautiful mural, as you guys can see there. You see the Liliana coming in the middle of the.
Maybe we could.
Yeah, so we're gonna move the camera over. Sorry, guys. I hope we don't get dizzy.
Because there is a lot of details, not only magic details, a lot of other games and movies.
Excellent. So you guys can see the cultural references. The Spider-Man up there, clearly the Liliana here. The Dragon Ball Z, the Boo up here. God, that's really nice actually. The wolf character on the castle, the spider here.
Of course, the banner is the Stark banner. Winter is coming.
Oh yeah, Game of Thrones. I've never seen it, so I don't know the reference. And then you can see here more. So you see the newspaper that's being thrown around there. Those are the actual test cards for Magic. I recognize the test cards. And then you got some more games down there. So that's really nice. And then we're gonna take a look at the other part of the mural, which is over here. Again, sorry if you guys get dizzy. And just incredible detail. We'll start up here. You see some dragons being flying around the forest on the left. I guess on your right. I'm not sure what these characters represent, to be honest. That kind of looks like Pepe the Frog. Who thinks that looks like Pepe?
And look who is doing a barbecue.
Oh, Chandra, of course, is doing the barbecue, and she has no hair because she burned it off. Or she's...
And of course, Jace is cooling down the beer.
Oh, yeah, of course, because he's the water guy. And that's actually the bathroom, apparently. Oh, sorry about that, my friend.
Bueno.
So very nice, huh? So we're going to park ourselves again?
Presento a
Amigo.
Rubier, que se llama Cotarro el Vintage aquí.
Oh yeah, so we got a vintage player apparently. Hi, we're streaming live for my channel,
Okay, great.
and we're based out of Miami.
Uh-huh.
So we're an Eternal team. We do a lot of ¿cómo se dice? Legacy. We're bringing up vintage bit, and we do quite a bit of modern too. You know, modern's probably the most popular by sheer numbers, but Legacy is huge. We probably have a pool of about 60, 80 people.
It's really a lot of people.
Across Miami and West Palm Beach, I would say.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, if you guys know more accurate numbers, but I think that's the number of potential players, because people have decks, but not everybody always comes to the tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to estimate the most accurate numbers. What's your view? Here, let's have a seat, please.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry, guys, we'll put this down so you can get Disney more.
Ya está presentadora, toca tú.
Sí, era, soy pésimo con los nombres. Oliver, yes, and then, ¿cómo se llama otro? Roger, okay, so Roger, okay. So it's Fernando, Oliver, Roger.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll remember that at some point. So,
What were your names, sorry?
Christian.
Christian, okay.
Yeah, but everybody calls me Doc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Because he's a doctor.
Yeah.
yeah,
A real doctor.
yeah. I'm here actually for a medical conference,
Mm-hmm.
and since my medical conference is over, I said, you know what? I brought a couple decks ahead of time just in case I did have some time so I could play Magic.
Uh-huh.
And so I brought a Legacy deck and a Vintage deck.
You cannot exit home without a magic deck. This is like this.
The real question was which one did I bring? Because I have 8 decks in Legacy right now. So it's always just a matter of which one to bring. So I brought the one I thought would... I literally have no idea about the meta here. So I brought the one that I think would do well in a vacuum, where I don't know what's happening. So he was telling me, we just talked about Legacy, so you're into Vintage,
Yes,
right?
Vintage and Legacy.
So-
Only Vintage, Legacy, and Old School. I don't play any other format.
I didn't bring my 93, 94 deck, sadly. I mean, I can only have so much space. But so tell me about the vintage scene here, because I heard from the people at Magic Barcelona that it's actually pretty big. The Liga Catalana.
Yeah.
What's this about? Tell me about the Liga Catalana. What exactly is that?
Right now we are about. My English is so bad, so sorry about that. Okay.
If you need to go to Spanish, we're Miami. Todos hablamos español. O sea, no. Yeah.
So right now in Catalan Vintage League we are around 20, 25, 30 players each tournament. It's a lot of blue decks, an absolute endless ocean of blue decks. So
Don, thank you. I think I'm going to do well.
So it's a lot of Jeskai Mentor, a lot of Paradoxical, one player playing Dredge, exactly one, a little Lowe's, a couple of workshops, and me try to play wacky, strange decks. But last
You would
month,
fit in well with our group. We prefer
but
that.
last month I was tired of losing because I always lost every single match of every single round. So
Oh, no.
I ring White Eldrazi, and I won the tournament.
Jake, that's for you.
And I won the tournament.
Wow. So let me just post that into our group chat because these guys, so I'm saying right now, I'm interviewing someone who won a vintage tournament with White Eldrazi.
Yep.
And tell me about that.
It's have been. No, I was to say it's a fun deck. It's not. It's a deck just to make the opponent's life miserable. Okay.
Basically, they have expensive
make people
things,
cry.
and you make it very hard for them to
I
play their
have the
expensive
Funny
things.
Silences, I got the Spirosur Distance, the old Thalia, the new Thalia.
Oh, the new value is
yeah,
because it comes in
it's,
tapped and
it's wonderful in this kind of format. It's wonderful.
yeah, those are really cute tapped tokens of Mentor and everything. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And that will be it. We are around another vintage player here.
Oh, excellent, excellent, very good.
A
Very good.
blue player.
Mm.
A very control player.
How's it going, my friend?
¿Cómo estás?
¿Qué tal?
Cristiano, mucho gusto.
Buenas.
Muy bien.
Very good. Más o menos.
Yeah, so guys,
And-
we're doing a live stream right now from my channel in Miami.
Okay.
Yeah. We're just getting because it's rare. It's really hard to get a vintage like perspective. Especially like in Miami. I was telling him. Yeah, so I was telling him that in Miami there are people with vintage decks. There's quite a few of us, right? The problem is it's hard for us to get together to organize because it's always like I'll only go if I know that he and he are going, or I'll only go if I know he and he are going. And then since nobody wants to 100% commit, nobody ends up going. So nowadays, what we're doing is to keep the format alive. Is we're playing a lot of proxy vintage at people's houses, just to like get more people into it. Just like right now, in my case, I brought a powerless deck. I'm not going to travel to Europe with a power. But that being said, I hear that they're allowing international and collector's editions at the tournaments here. What are your feelings on that? You think it's a good thing?
I personally like it too. We have maybe just 2 or 3 more people that sometimes come to play the Vintage League. It's only 2 or 3 people, but it's 2 or 3 people that shouldn't come. Anyway, ¿cómo se llama? That shouldn't come if we haven't allowed collectors and international. So it's good. So I think it's good. We are not allowing proxies, and I think we will not never allow proxies
Because of the Wizards of the Coast
yeah, the
perspective.
Everything is arranged.
Yeah, and if you allow proxies, people stops compromising to a format. I think maybe it's a good idea for in the short term, but in the long term, it's not a good idea. I think so. We are not allowing proxies. It's also true that some years ago in the Catalan Vintage League we were 50, 60, 70 players.
That's huge,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
That's
but I am
huge.
talking around 2010, around 2008, more or less, and the numbers are decreasing, well, like everywhere in the world, because it's so difficult that the
entry
barrier to
point.
entering it's
impossible.
It's impossible. Right now, it's impossible.
And it's just getting worse. And it's
getting
going to get
worse.
worse.
It would-
Exactly. So, like in my case, for example, I currently don't actually own power. My friend Don, by the way, thank you. Hi. So, Don, when I need high power cards that I just haven't, because one of my things about being a doctor is I can afford to play Magic, but when you see like a card at the price point, you ask yourself, even if I have 5,000 in my bank, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Ahora me apunto.
I don't
Right?
like that.
I don't like that either.
I am starting to think about selling my collection. I have a
Talk to me.
reasonable collection, and
I have a
I'm
reasonable bank account, so
starting
we'll talk.
to think about selling because it's a lot of money.
It is.
It's a huge lot of money that it's nice for playing, but when you can buy a house with your cards, then
Literally.
it's when to
Literally
what
the house
I am
of
doing
cards.
with your life. Yeah.
No, you're 100% right. And so literally, seriously, talk to me about it because I'm looking to buy more and more. Sticks. Because there's the volatility. You don't know where the game is going to go. Like you don't know
Yeah.
if what's going to happen with the what do you call it? The reserve list. You don't know what's going to happen with the reserve list. All right, so pairings are
I
up.
hate. I have a huge collection, but I hate reserved list. I have
Agreed.
the 4 Tibet a dual signet, but still I hate reserved list because it's what it's killing the eternal format. It will kill vintage. It already has killed vintage. It will kill legacy, and it's a problem.
I agree. Reserve list has to go, and this is coming from people that have high-powered cards.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to start our tournament now. We're going to play some Magic. Thank you guys for joining us. I wish I had like,
Yeah,
come to the stream, but I don't. See you guys.
Sí, ya tenemos. Sí.
Are you playing today?
Oh, yeah.